Didn't get any kind of, completion for it, but I'm just going to assume that, you know, I'm just supposed to bring it back. First of all, though, I feel like I left something I want to take back in one of these bins. That's something I'm gonna do by the end of the day, is go around and pick up the items I had to drop for organs and stuff. I didn't drop it, but those are items I do want. Have to check back at the chest for the Swevery and stuff like that. That's important to me. But first off, we have to take a big long trip back to the Bachelor. So while we're doing this, we have plenty of extra time. So let's just take a quick look into the steps. Look for any unusual patterns, so we can pick ourselves a stem. Here we go. Yeah, that one blends in really badly, because, the steps are kind of gray and brown, and that was just a flat brown texture. That's a nasty one. Swamps are kind of cool now that I look at them. Just hoping that they're a hotspot of Twire, if possible. That would be, quite nice. Might as well just have to keep my eye out. Continue to make myself filthy. The pond. Guess not. This wasn't as rewarding as I hoped it would, given that this is kind of a unique land feature. And also, to be very blunt, that's how it is in the second game. There is a lot of Twire in the swampy portion. Well, there's this thing. Spiring rocks. This looks like a place where Twirin would appear. Being, you know, big landmark. I guess not. Huh. We're really exploring out here. I hear whispering. This isn't, going as well as I hoped on the, Twire picking front, but it was nice sightseeing. Let's go with that. that a... That's a pear. There we go. Something. Could barely make it out, but I could tell that there was a disruption in the pattern of brown. Another weird rock formation. Huh. Huh. Nothing around it, though. Just a strange formation. Here's a group of worms. Here comes a warden. He knows the lines. Do me a favor, warden. Pay you back in kind. What do you want? I am a gatherer, and I am an oinon. I am known for my wisdom, and I have the knowledge of herb conjunctions. My daughter is a bride. She knows how to summon herbs from the earth. She does it well, too. Just look at how generous a summer we had. We sold my daughter at a good price. We sold her, too, as a wife to this gatherer. What price did you sell her for? He is a hero. He has dealt with the traitors, with the apostates. He has returned them to the earth. People who have been selling my secrets to the outsiders. My daughter didn't come to his house as a wife. She doesn't want to bring him riches. She doesn't want to summon herbs for him. What do you want from me? We have 3 young ones, 3 gatherers. She ran off for one of them. One is to the right, across the gullet. One is to the left, across the guzzle. If you find her, if you make her obey my word, I will reward you. I will share a secret of herbs, 2 if you insist. So she doesn't listen to you, but will listen to me. You are a warden. You know the lines. Tell her that this is where her line of fortune lies. She will listen. Okay, I'll speak to her then. We are the worms. Alright. We've read this before. Alright, I have to give this guy blood too. And maybe I should be holding blood on me while the hearts and kidneys go into the chest to coagulate. But, now I have to find a herb bride. That's stellar. To a misshapen, and not to put them down, they are beautiful, beautiful creatures and lovely men, but, subhumans. To bring back the strangely human-looking wife. If I were to guess, she's probably at Grace's, according to, his description of the guzzle and the gullet. Which, if you don't know, the guzzle and the gullet are these 2 rivers that streak down the town into these swamp areas. I know this for I am a nerd. It's kind of my thing. So I'm gonna move around while crouched to keep my head leveled. Maybe that'll help me, find what herbs stick out. Poink. This is another herb trader. Yeah, we can't, give him any blood right now. Back to crouching and looking for weeds. We got it. Welcome to Pathologic, where you glide in the weeds. That one looks out of place. No, I guess not. In this area is just growing a bunch of these little... kinda look like lily pads. But, I saw lily pads earlier. So, I'm not gonna pretend to know much about flora. Nor fauna. Alright, back to the bachelor. Back to the part that isn't needlessly confusing.
From now on, everyone will have to stay in. That's for sure.
We're in a tough spot, wouldn't you agree? Managed to get a sample of one of the infusions. Have a look. Is it in any way useful?
This headache is splitting. I need some rest. I'm tired. I've had enough.
So what is it? Just as I thought, a natural agent. Beginning to work on getting a sample of the microbial culture from dead tissue tomorrow. Can also see how the tissue would react to this solution. Perhaps it can be used to fractionate blood. If it can, we may find a way to cure even a terminal patient. I'll get down to that then. If we had tissue treating equipment and a distiller to process the herbs, we could try different components. We'd get what we're looking for sooner or later. It's not as big of an issue as it seems, considering me having everything we need. Oh? When you get down to experiments, Burak, study the recipes, make infusions, and treat organ specimens with them. In the end, you could obtain something resembling antibiotics. Bring your samples here, we'll check their effects. Come back when you have the first sample. I'll start working on dead tissues. So those antibiotics are like a panacea prototypes. Alright, I'll bring you good samples when I obtain some. That's it. And so I came into my father's inheritance. And was to be expected, there is a debt inside, along with the key to its repayments. The recipe of Twire decoctions, the diaries that will surely take days to read through. Oh boy. Either way though, if we check our characters, Murky will not die today. We have succeeded as a warden. For today, at least. So now, I don't really have much to do, and we do have a good amount of time left to just explore, so I'm just gonna go around and loot bins and stuff, see what trades I can pull off, and pick up the items that I left around, because, you know, initial inventory hell. Who knows? Maybe we'll even manage to get our hands on the powder. Doubtful, but I can be a dreamer if I want to. Is that Twire over there? No. It's just more of these weird lily pad looking plants. Boy, doing this Twire searching is gonna kill my eyes. we're over here. I want to check if there's any fire by the tombs, since looting that graveyard earlier turned out to be a good idea. I got some random wandering money. Oh. Don't crush my dreams like this, baby. I don't think there is any over here. It's unfortunate. Alright. Back to the looting. Yeah, we read that before as The Bachelor, so I'm not gonna go over it. Oh, hello there, girl. Ah. Bottle, nothing. Keeping my eye out on patches of grass. Just in case. This route effectively makes you into a weed-searching maniac, where you're looking for every little pattern in the ground for some of those sweet herbs. I don't even know why I checked these girls. I know I can't afford anything. Yet at the same time, it's just... I need to know. Also, that looks like Twire. Don't fail me now. Yeah. Swevery. Nut. I think I already went down there when we were searching for criminals to massacre for reputation. No, even worse, massacring for reputation and body parts. We're a good guy. Doing good things for good people. There's a bone necklace we left around here, and I want to go grab that. Drop down by Aspity to pick up the rest of our inheritance. And then we can leave everything off at Burok's. Or, well, the factory. I think the bin's actually restocked in the middle of the day. Maybe because it hit 12? Not sure. But I'll definitely reclaim the extra generosity. May as well, since we have so much time to ourselves now. It's kind of funny how the whole, price uppage has not impacted us whatsoever. Been really removed with the town's personal situation. That being said, to get to the night so we can watch the play, I'll need some food. Yeah, smoked meat, fish. I know what I'm getting into. I don't need those right now. So those. And that will make up a bit. I'm moving over here to get into Aspidy's place because that road, I think, just leads you to a dead end. So, better to cut around in the steppe. Thank you. Now we'll take everything. Now I can return back home and get some nice, refreshing slip. Well, actually, we have that job for the worm. Let's go check out Grace's, like I said earlier. There's not Twire, that is a path, actually. Ooh. You couldn't tell, I'm already very attuned to looking for vaguely unique weeds.
I think they've fallen out of love with me.
I'm waiting for someone. We need to talk privately. I think I know who the visitor is. Oh, I guessed wrong. Alright. Cherry harvest. These brides are sold and bought. Huh. Okay, so there's no real hint to where they went. I do not know then. Just based off of a memory, I'm going to try checking out the, local worm after I put away the Twirin. No. off the Twirin. I do want those bottles, those are important. There. Now, let me try out checking with the herb or worm. Now, there's another quest that comes later which I could be confusing this for. If you've played the game, well, you'll know what I'm talking about once I'm there. Although missing out on this would kind of suck, because this guy's offering 2 recipes. The recipes are a little bit on the rare side. Who knows, maybe he found something really strong, yet cheap. Right, this way. Back to the Twire Glide. I can already tell that these sections are going to be bad for commentary. I'm really focused. Yeah. Is that Twire? Nope, it's just ground tile. Bad for small brain. Okay, well that's just blatantly Twire. At least that much is easy. Yoink. Not. Yoink. That's a white whip, which is pretty good. Oh-ho-ho. Hello, girlie. I know your smell. The smell of autumn soil, and of the smoke that comes from burning leaves. I have come to speak to you, bride. You were sent by my father. I know you were. Don't rip me away from my sweetheart. Tell father that you couldn't find me. I'll shower you with herbs for that. Give you many different ones. I know how to lure them. Do you know how to brew them? No, my father does, but he knows very few recipes. And only the simplest ones. He won't tell anyone anyway. Don't expect him to share his knowledge with you. No, you can read the lines of your fortune. You have to follow them. You are a Menku. You know the lines. Fine, I will follow. Let me say goodbyes, and I'll come. There you go. Yeah, so I remembered correctly. Alright, time to return to him and see if we get ripped off. If he does, I'll mold his clay face into a nice chair. It'll be lovely. Almost didn't notice that one. the slight sparkles of something taller than normal. And even then, I thought I saw it that time, and it was nothing. Eye strain, the character. Local Let's Player goes blind after staring at a vast expanse of brown. Give me the herbs worm. Can almost make out a rainbow in the sky. Horribly unfitting for this game, but it would have been pretty. Whip. Alright, I was supposed to go to the swamp. I am exceptionally stupid. I'm probably just gonna sleep over at the Bachelor's to shorten up the time we're wasting. Because even I agree that this is a little monotonous. Very little to say. I'm just enjoying the sights and sounds. Let's eat our food now. There we go. And then wait for prices to calm down tomorrow before we buy more. Hello, worm. What say you, Warden? Your daughter will come back. Are these her words? Yes, she remembers her duty. Her word and my word are kin. She says she will come back, so she will be back. I said I would give you a secret, so I give what has been promised. It's a lost secret anyway. The apostate has run off with it. A non-secret. I give it to you. Keep it well. Those who lose secrets die. Thank you. I'll keep it. Well, we got one. Apparently another worm ran off with the other. If the situation remained unchanged, the bread will be returned. The Donge are an intrinsic part of ichor and sap circulation between the earth and its children. They do not belong to themselves, and neither do their brides. Private considerations should not disturb the harmony of this sacred communion. Not quite what I believe, but they offered the best reward. What I meant to say is, it gives me another concoction to brew for the Daniel, so we can get this plague wrangled. Yeah, that's what I meant. What is the thing we got? 80 to 15. That is very good, actually. It will keep us alive during the coming day. As we all know, it's only gonna get uglier from here. Looking at this bleak brown place is almost a pleasure after being in the steppe for so long. Good night.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Let us see this mime performance. Put an end to this episode. We got more hazelnuts to sell to the little kids with the powders. Too little, too late, but you know, something. And let us see the next play.
The rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
Thank you once again for joining me, and next time, the outbreak begins. Take care, everyone. Stay inside.